Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we got a new Dark Machine monster. Probably some ORCUST support here. By the way, if I sound terrible, it's just because I have been under the weather the last couple days. But I still want to make a video about this card because it looked actually kind of interesting. But anyway, let's just get into it. This is definitely like a free agent type of card. It is technically like a generic support card, but I think we'll see that it's pretty ORCUST tailor-made. It's kind of like another card in the same realm as maybe like a Gizmek Orochi. Just generic, maybe one of for the deck. That's pretty neat. So anyway, this is NT8000 Sirius. Love it. Level 8 Dark Machine monster. So again, level 8 Dark Machine, so that helps you make potentially Ding the hard way. Pairs with even something like Orochi, who's also a level 8, to make other rank 8s, so that's like cool. 2300 attack, 2500 defense, and he's also dark, so that means like Dark Grepher and like Armageddon Knight as generic dumps can get this card going, which is cool. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. The first effect reads, this linked card cannot be destroyed by battle. Whatever. Second effect, during a turn, a link monster activated unaffect. Any link monster, yours or your opponent's actually. Quick effect, you can target one face-up card on your field and one face-up card on your opponent's field. Destroy those two cards. And third effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard except from the field, and you control the Dark Link monster, you can special summon this card. But if it leaves the field, it is banished. So, pretty cool. I think all in all, this card's actually pretty decent. I don't love that the third effect has to be like, it has to be sent. That basically means you have to be like sending it from field, or sorry, from hand, deck, or even as XYZ material. So if you could get this on the field and use it for Exceed material, I believe detaching it will still trigger because it's not on the field. It counts as like that weird limbo there. So I think that could still special summon it. Yeah, I'm not sure if this card's going to be quite good enough to see play, just because, like, how are you actually getting it in rotation? Like, this kind of same thing as Orochi is, like, do you have to have Armageddon Knight, which I'm not even certain we even want to play. I think now that Girsu exists, Girsu didn't exist before when ORCUST actually was in its heyday, so now that we have Girsu, it's just such a superior, like, starter over those other two. Maybe Grepher's still playable because he doesn't have to be your normal summon, so, like, that's not the worst. But just something to keep in mind. So I think it's a cool card. I think that second effect's pretty cool too. The fact that, like, once you set up Babel, you're going to be activating your link monster effects on your opponent's turn, so you are turning on this second effect pretty well. But again, that's kind of a scenario where you're assuming you already can play. This to me feels like the kind of card where the scenarios it's actually really nice for are scenarios where you already can play, and this is kind of icing on the cake. It adds a little bit more potentially to what your board can be. Whereas something like Orochi actually, like, it extends automatically, even though it does have its drawback of like banishing names in your main deck. It does still do a really good job at just giving you a residual body every turn and potential removal. Whereas this card does rely on other cards to get there, right? It doesn't put itself on the field at all unless it's dumped by something else. And you still have to set up other stuff to make even the bonus effect live. So, I don't know, it's not a bad card, but it's an interesting card, I would say. So, it's cool. I like the artwork on it. It's just this cool, like, bird-designed, you know, like, ship. But for me, I doubt it'll see play. It's like on the fringe, it's interesting, but I don't think it'll be overall worth it for ORCUST. I think it's just shy of being good enough for them. But who knows? I mean, we've seen some of like Bandit Keith's like Dark Machine deck, like, you know, get support over the years. If that gets more support, this can maybe be a card that gets considered there. We'll have to keep our eyes open for that kind of stuff. But for me, probably not going to see play, but it is still interesting. So there you go. Cool new free agent. We'll keep our eyes peeled. I didn't count, but I think we're still under halfway through the set, and, you know, we're looking at 28 days left or so, which is pretty nice. Like, we're coming down the stretch here. We're gonna get a lot of cards down the stretch, and I've really enjoyed the more recent reveals, like all of the tactical try stuff as well as the Ancient Fairy Dragon stuff is all really cool. So hopefully they keep it up, and hopefully they have more either new archetypes that are really hype, and really interesting, or you know, support for other archetypes that's actually cool and good picks, and we'll see. We'll see where they go. But I'm out of here for today. I'll keep you updated on all things Yu-Gi-Oh! News, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.